today. Like,
when Shannon Sharpe sat across from Paul Pierce and casually said, "Jordan, LeBron, my guy is still playing," the entire basketball world erupted, because that line wasn't just an opinion, it was a provocation. It exposed a generational gap between those who never witnessed the terror Jordan imposed and those who confuse longevity with superiority. Sharpe's logic sounded less like analysis and more like the voice of an era raised on stats instead of aura, survival instead of dominance. True greatness isn't measured in mileage or box scores. It lives in the moments that stop time. And while LeBron has mastered the art of beating age, Michael Jordan mastered the art of beating reality. They didn't compete in the same world, or even the same dimension of pressure, and that's why comparing them feels dishonest. Sharpe claimed LeBron can do more, but greatness was never about doing everything, it was about doing everything perfectly. With Jordan, every fadeaway, every finals run, every moment under the brightest lights was executed with a level of flawlessness no amount of stat gathering could replicate. Jordan didn't spend his career chasing numbers. He authored the blueprint everyone else still studies.
you know, too.
So when a Hall of Famer like Shannon Sharpe tries to diminish him with surface-level logic, it doesn't just spark disagreement, it snaps people awake, because this debate isn't about the GOAT anymore, it's about redefining what greatness truly means. Today's generation often mistakes endurance for excellence, confusing longevity with legacy. They call LeBron a king, but Jordan never needed a title. He was the standard. LeBron built a career that stretched across decades, but Jordan burned so bright in 13 years that the sport is still glowing from it. Shannon says, "My guy is still playing," but Jordan never had to keep going. He solved the game. That's the part stat chasers will never grasp. Greatness isn't living long enough to stay in the conversation. It's performing at a level so unforgettable that time can't erase you. And the truth is simple, when someone argues LeBron does more, all they are doing is admitting they never truly witnessed Michael Jordan. Because if you saw him, you wouldn't need to say a word. You go silent, because silence is the only sound worthy of what Jordan did. He isn't just better, he's the reason better exists. So when Shannon said LeBron can do more, something sacred in basketball cracked. Rebounds, assists, blocks, those don't define greatness, they define activity. LeBron fills a box score. Jordan filled the air. He didn't just play the game, he controlled its oxygen. LeBron influences basketball. Jordan possessed it. That's not context. That's domination. But somewhere along the line, people forgot what domination truly looked like. They forgot the bruises from Detroit, the blood on the hardwood, the fear in opponents' eyes. They forgot that Jordan walked into a league of killers, not content creators. He didn't join super teams. He created them by breaking men until they had no choice but to follow him. Pippen didn't build Jordan. Jordan forged Pippen. Phil Jackson didn't teach Jordan how to win. Jordan taught Phil what winning felt like. LeBron needs to manage. Jordan needed to conquer teams, rotations, analytics. Today people make basketball sound like a science project, but Jordan needed only one thing, the ball. True greatness isn't about what you control. It's about what happens the moment you show up. When Jordan played, the entire league bent around him. Teams rebuilt themselves just to survive him. Franchises lost eras because of him. That's fear. That's gravity.
I never seen without Shaq. That match.
Shannon keeps praising longevity like it's a throne, but longevity is maintenance while dominance is destruction. Jordan didn't survive time. He stopped it, froze it in mid-air, and made the world live inside that moment. LeBron stretched greatness across decades, but Jordan compressed it into 13 years of perfection with zero wasted motion. Every second, every play, every finals run was sacred. He didn't play for validation, he played for submission. You didn't admire him, you surrendered. Shannon's generation thinks productivity equals greatness, but Jordan wasn't productive. He was inevitable, and inevitability can't be measured, only sensed. The silence before the fadeaway, the fear before the whistle, the certainty that the possession already belonged to him. That's what people traded away for analytics. LeBron builds, Jordan became. Yes, LeBron can rebound, assist, defend 5 positions, and play 2 decades, but more doesn't mean higher, it just means longer. Jordan didn't need to do everything, he only needed to do the one thing no one else could, finish. LeBron builds momentum, Jordan kills it. LeBron plays to involve, Jordan plays to end. That's why doing more collapses under pressure, because the finals are never about volume, they are about truth. LeBron's truth is endurance, Jordan's truth is execution. You can count LeBron's assists, but you cannot count Jordan's consequences. When LeBron loses, people say he still played great. When Jordan lost, he didn't speak for days. That wasn't ego, it was ownership. Greatness isn't about capacity, it's about clarity. LeBron can do everything. Jordan knew exactly what to do and did it better than anyone ever will. LeBron's greatness is collective. Jordan's is divine. LeBron finds the best play. Jordan is the best play. One lifts his team. The other lifts the standard. When Jordan walked in, the temperature dropped. When LeBron walks in, the lights get brighter. One illuminates. The other ignites. And that's why more will always mean less. Because you can't do more than perfect. You can't upgrade destiny. LeBron's career proves evolution. Jordan's proves creation. LeBron's greatness depends on context. Jordan's exists in a vacuum. When Jordan left, the game didn't move on, it waited. Every player since has been a reaction to him. LeBron chased rings. Jordan made rings matter. LeBron chased records. Jordan gave records meaning. That's why his absence still feels louder than most players' presence. Because when he walked away, basketball didn't lose a player. It lost gravity. Everything since has orbited him. The style, the mindset, the myth, all lead back to 23. LeBron represents evolution. Jordan represents revelation. LeBron conquered time. Jordan commanded it. He didn't just survive an era. He defined it. That's why no matter how many seasons pass, every argument, highlight, and debate still ends the same way. With Jordan, he didn't just change the game. He became the reason it exists. Every generation since has only remixed what Jordan already perfected. Every next Jordan became a title, not a name, because the original never ended. His shadow still scores points, still wins debates, still breaks men who think they can escape it. That's why every comparison sounds hollow. How do you measure anyone against the standard that made comparison possible? LeBron's greatness is expansion. More years, more stats, more endurance. Jordan's is compression. Everything distilled into perfection. In a world that demands quick answers, one truth stands tall. LeBron built his career to last, but Jordan built a legacy that only grows stronger with time. That's the part Shannon Sharpe missed while debating Paul Pierce, because this was never about two athletes. It was about the laws of greatness. Stats can be compared and skills can be argued, but Jordan's impact lives in the quiet that still follows his name, the silence that tells you the outcome was settled years ago. He didn't just win games. He closed the debate by becoming the force every opponent feared. Players felt it in the shift of the arena, in the tension before the jump ball, in the hope that the next possession wouldn't put them in his path. Even the greats could only mutter, "His coming." Jordan wasn't merely a superstar. He was a moment in history, a shockwave that turned challenges into witnesses. Jordan spoke through fear, using control like a painter uses a brush, crafting moments today's league can't reproduce. Players can borrow his fadeaway, wear his shoes, or study his footwork, but they can't recreate the weight he brought into every arena. LeBron earns admiration, but Jordan demanded submission. LeBron makes defenses shift, Jordan made them freeze, and that tiny moment of panic was where he lived and where games quietly ended. His intimidation wasn't showmanship, it was calculated mental warfare wrapped in a basketball uniform. When he talked, it wasn't for the cameras, it was to climb into your thoughts and stay there. He didn't need 60 points to break someone,